everybody, it's the Lawn Gnome, and strap yourselves in because we're going on one crazy ride today. I promised that I would get to you guys as soon as I possibly could with all the awesome news that Funko had to offer us. We are going to be going through so much stuff today. We've got to take a look at all of the newest additions that have been announced, whether it is just new stuff that just came out into retail, but of course we're going to be going over all the new stuff that was announced at London Toy Fair, Emerald City Comic Con, and New York Toy Fair. So we're not going to go into much detail outside of this because this is why we're here, so it's going to be a long one. Get comfortable, have a snack, have a drink handy, because we're going to get into this stuff right away. But of course we're also going to take a look at some of my new additions to the collection, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for all of the awesome news because there is a lot of awesome news. So I'm not going to sit here and talk anymore. Let's take a look at my collection first, and then we'll get into all of the awesome new additions and news for Funko Pop. So I know we have some very important ground to cover today, guys, but my collection is very important as well. But today we're not going to go into many details, but I am going to give you guys a little bit of a treat and see exactly what my collection has added onto it in very, very recent times. The topic here is really mostly around animation, and you'll understand why as we go through them, and also some interesting details involving the boxes, which I just have to let you guys see. So the first one that we're going to talk about is a very interesting one. It is my very first specialty series Funko Pop. I never thought I would be able to get my hands on one, but apparently, guys, Amazon sells them for very good prices. Shh, that's just between you and me. Anyway, I always wanted to get an El Kabong, and I did mention when they announced him that this was something that I would seriously consider if I actually had the opportunity to get my hands on him, and here is the reason why, just in case you missed it.
Make way for El Kabong! Kabong!
Very good, sir.
I love the details on him, and I love his guitar and everything, and so I'm really happy that I actually have him in my collection. The next one I want to go over, we're going to go over two Disney Pops that actually were given to my wife. One that I actually got her for Valentine's Day, and one because we were just in a Barnes & Noble, and she saw it, and she was like, I must have him. The first one that we're going to discuss is the brand new Hot Topic exclusive Flocked Winnie the Pooh. As you can see, it says Hot Topic here on the box. Now, the reason why I got my wife this Winnie the Pooh is because when I first started collecting Funko Pops, I asked her, you know, these are pretty affordable. I can get you one of these as a gift. Which one would you like? She goes, well, I would love Sorcerer Mickey, which I actually did get her, but she also said that I would love a Pooh. But at the time, that Winnie the Pooh that was originally made was so hard to find because he was retired. I think he runs somewhere between $500 and even $900 now on eBay. So when they announced that they were making a brand new series of Winnie the Pooh and that one of them was going to be a exclusive flock to Winnie the Pooh, I said, stop everything, this is going to be my wife's, and I absolutely love him. He is so cute. Here he is, holding his honey pot with his afternoon snack inside, and he is just absolutely adorable, and I think he looks much better than the original Funko Pop of Winnie the Pooh. The next one is, of course, Beast, the Disney animated Beauty and the Beast Beast, not the one from the new live-action movie, and I did not anticipate my wife wanting to get this one, but the only reason why is because she loved the fact that he had birds around him, and he even has a little bird on his head, which is actually cute. But this guy, I'll tell you, he is a beast. He is a massive pop, guys. Look at how big he is. He is so big, in fact, that the plastic encasing of every Funko Pop, his is actually split in two because of the fact that he is so big for his box. So they couldn't fit him in a regular plastic frame, so they actually split it into two pieces. So my wife is very happy that she has him. Maybe we would consider adding Belle to this because Belle has to be with her beast, but we don't know, but we'll find out as time moves forward. Of course, I also went to Hot Topic when I found out that they were releasing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Pops, and I had to get another Groot in his various stage. I have Baby Groot, I have regular size Groot, and I had to get Child Groot, of course. And here he is. It is a Hot Topic exclusive of him holding his Ravagers badge in his Guardians of the Galaxy Ravagers uniform. Love the details, but I also just love the expression on his face. There are so many versions of him that are coming out in this brand new line, but I have to say I'm so glad that Hot Topic made this one as an exclusive because I absolutely love it. And finally, I finally saw Stranger Things a few months ago, and I absolutely loved it, and when I found out that the Pop line was coming, that's pretty much the reason why I started watching the show, and quite frankly, it was about time. I didn't know which one I wanted to get, because I did want to have at least one that I would have to represent a Stranger Things collection, and I always say that if I'm not going to collect an entire series, just go for an exclusive. I was thinking about just going for the regular Demogorgon because it looked awesome, but the Think Geek Upside Down will, and as you notice, I haven't taken him out of the box because he is actually packaged upside down. And when I found out that Think Geek Exclusive Collectibles was actually working with GameStop, and I found out that GameStop was going to sell this one, of course that was the one that I had to get my hands on, and I am so happy that I got Upside Down Will. My Stranger Things collection is officially complete now that I have an exclusive representing my fandom for it, and that is all of the pops for today, guys. Let's get on to the important stuff now, shall we? Alright, everybody. Let us not hesitate. Let's go into the pops right now. And I am very happy to say that we are getting a double dose of Funko Specialty Series this time around. We actually got one announced at the beginning of February and one that just got announced right before the Toy Fair. And it looks like we are going to be getting an expansion to the X-Men line with Iceman, and a line that has been discontinued for quite a number of years since Funko's inception. We've got a brand new Masters of the Universe pop in a lot of people's favorite, and that is Trapjaw. Love the details on both of these. I'm very impressed that they're actually doing that. And I gotta tell you guys, I had no intentions of picking up any X-Men pops, but the Iceman is definitely gonna be one on my list because one, he's my favorite of the X-Men. For a while, I didn't really know who was my favorite. At one point, it was Gambit, at one point, it was Wolverine, but Iceman has officially become my favorite because I just absolutely love his qualities. He's a mischievous, young go-getter with a heart of gold who just wants to be a great hero, and he turned out to be one of the most legendary fan favorites in all of X-Men. But also, and this is a personal preference, I also love the color of blue that Iceman has. When people ask me what my favorite color is, I always say it's ice blue, and Iceman is the reason why. I mean, look at him. He looks absolutely gorgeous, especially with the ice road that he's creating for himself. So I am definitely going to try my very best to get my hands on this Specialty Series Iceman pop. And of course, we've got some new additions to the WWE line with some exclusives. We've got the New Day Triple Pack, the Bootios edition, which is found at FYE, as well as Shawn Michaels and Kane, who can be found at Walgreens. So this is a very popular series, very glad to see that it is still popular today, and the fact that they're bringing back some really old members of the WWE is quite fantastic. We also finally got the Demiguys from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. We already saw the Amazon exclusive clear Demiguys, but now we finally got a great glam shot of number 11 in the Fantastic Beasts series. So if you are collecting the whole series, I'm sure you'll want to get your hands on that one. We also have a couple of other exclusives from all over the place, from FYE to Hot Topic to Barnes & Noble, everything from Stranger Things to Harry Potter to The Walking Dead. So if you like what you see here, I'm pretty certain that you'll be interested in at least one or maybe a bunch of these. I'm not sure, but exclusives are things that everybody absolutely loves. And one of the brand new additions to one of the lines in the world of animation is the new series of Steven Universe. There's also going to be a Hot Topic exclusive of a flocked lion. Again, I don't watch the show, so this is nothing really that interests me, but I know that a lot of people love this series, so guess what, guys? More Steven Universe pops for you to collect. And now let's get into the very first Toy Fair. I did not know that this was actually happening. I didn't even know that Funko was going to be revealing things, but at the end of January, that was when the London Toy Fair happened, so we got so much news. We'll start off with some Disney pops. It looks like Ratatouille is finally going to be joining the Disney collection, and I know that there was a mini Remy, but now there are officially the pops that we have been waiting for. We can get Remy, Emile, and Alfredo, as well as a Chase, which is a flocked Remy. Also, one of the lines that I was very excited for was Looney Tunes, but Space Jam, everybody. Everybody loves Bugs Bunny and the Looney Tunes, but a lot of people love Space Jam as well. There's also a chase involved, including a grinning Taz bearing all of his teeth. I'm really curious to see if this one does catch on, so we may actually get some other members of the Toon Squad, and maybe even a Michael Jordan. I mean, you can't have Space Jam without having Michael Jordan into this line, so let's see if he actually shows up, shall we? And now we've also got a couple of rough sketches, and one of them is Nicktoons. I told you guys that Ren and Stimpy was the start of something special, but now we've got a lot of different classic Nicktoons. We've got CatDog, Our Real Monsters, and Rugrats, and I know so many people that are excited for them, and I absolutely love the Crumb because he actually is holding his eyes, so I'm really curious to see exactly how he is going to be seen when he's officially in pop form. I will definitely feature pictures as these officially become glam shots rather than rough sketches, so we can take a look at the better details on all of these new pops. We also have some new additions in the world of anime. I have never heard of this show or film before, but it's called My Hero Academia. Somebody please tell me what these are. I do think they look pretty cool. I'm also very curious to see how these will look when they actually are in glam, because the details look pretty intricate, so I'm very curious to see how these are going to look in pop form. And an anime that I am familiar with, which is a huge fan favorite, is Death Note. Love the fact that they're actually making this line, as well as an exclusive of L from Hot Topic with blue eyes and blue hair, so I am really curious to see how these are going to look when they officially have glam shots. And to celebrate a brand new DreamWorks film, we have Captain Underpants. We have two characters in this line, something that I'm not really familiar with, although I know that it's based on a pretty advanced children's book series, so I am very curious to see what this movie is going to look like, but it looks like we have some very interesting pops from this movie coming very shortly. And here's a line that I am very excited about because I already have shown so much interest in the first line of Batman the Animated Series. Wave 2 is coming, and I'm quite surprised with the ones that they have chosen to be part of the second wave. We have Catwoman, which I was not so surprised about, but then we've got Phantasm, we've got Bane, we've got Clayface, Scarecrow, and Hardak Batman. Not interested in the Hardak Batman, to be honest with you guys, but of course I'm going to get all these other villains, but I'm very surprised that we didn't get Two-Face, or Riddler, or Penguin, or Mad Hatter. I really hope that we get them, and maybe some heroes as well, because you can't just have these specific villains. You gotta have them all if you're gonna make a successful line out of something like Batman the Animated Series. Hate to tell you guys, it's sad but true. So there's definitely gonna be money from my pocket going to these. And we've also got some good news. The Pop Rocks line is expanding with a brand new Jimi Hendrix from Woodstock, as well as a Joey Ramone. Love the fact that these are coming, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people that are interested. We also have some brand new Overwatch pops that are coming out, and I absolutely love the way they look. I'm very curious to know what this game is like because I am not invested in it, but it also looks like we've got some oversized pops, as well as a new one with another character that you can put inside a compartment. So, Overwatch fans, I'm sure that you're excited for these. And we've also got some new additions to Mass Effect. This was a line that started a couple of years back, and we're going to have everything from exclusives like GameStop, ThinkGeek, and Target, as well as an oversized pop as well. Don't know much about the game, so feel free to put your comments in the box below and tell me all about Mass Effect. And Gears of War is always a fan favorite. We've got the newest wave from Gears of War coming, including an oversized pop as well. So as soon as I get more glam shots of these, I will definitely let you guys know what they look like. But I know that this is a very popular line in the games section, so guess what, guys? More Gears of War for you. And here's an old school game. We've got a Tekken line coming, and it looks like the glam shots are already out. I never played Tekken, but I know that it is popular. It's also based on a popular anime film, or possibly even a series that was based on this video game, but I know that it was very popular when I was growing up, so I'm really glad to see that they're kicking it old school once again in the world of video games. And speaking of very popular video games, this is one that I know that so many people had high hopes for. Disney and Squaresoft collab to give us Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3 is still not out yet, but everybody is anticipating it because everybody loved all the games that came along in the world of Kingdom Hearts. And so far it looks like we've only got Disney characters, including a great 2-pack of Chippendale. And you can't have Kingdom Hearts without exclusives. You can get anything from Walmart to GameStop to Hot Topic, and I'm just glad to see these characters showing up in a whole new form, and especially considering that characters like Goofy, Mickey, and Donald didn't really look so great in the early stages of Funko. They really got a much-deserved makeover, and they look great, and hopefully we'll see some of the other characters that are not Disney from this game coming out as pops as well. And now we'll go into the world of television. Teen Wolf fans out there, guess what? Teen Wolf is going to get a pop line. Looks like we have 3. Don't know if the one in the middle is in fact going to be a special or a chase, but I will let you know when I find out. And if there's anyone out there that watched the show Workaholics, they're having a pop line come out as well. Didn't watch the show, so I don't know much about it, so put your comments in the box below if you did in fact watch this show. I know that a lot of people out there love Jennifer Garner and Alias, and I knew that this was a line that was coming out when I first heard about it last year, so we have a couple of rough sketches and hopefully some glam shots to follow. So Alias fans, guess what? Your wishes come true, your pops are coming. Parks and Recreation. I know that there are people out there who love that show as well, and I never watched it, but I can definitely tell who everybody is in these shots, like Amy Poehler and Nick Offerman and Chris Pratt, but can someone give me a little bit of an understanding about the horse? I don't know anything about a horse in Parks and Recreation, but there is a pop line coming, and these are the characters. And I know a lot of people were excited for the 100 pops, so we're finally getting these as well. They were announced at London, and we got some glam shots, and there's also going to be a chase as well. So all of my friends out there that were excited for the 100 pops, they are coming. And another show, especially from a lot of my friends that were fans of the 100, they were also fans of a show called Mr. Robot. And it looks like Mr. Robot will be getting a pop line as well, and right to the upper left is Rami Malek. So there you go, everybody. If you've been waiting for a Rami Malek pop, now you've got one, and Mr. Robot is coming very, very soon. As soon as I get some glam shots, I will let you see them. Another show that a lot of people are excited for because it is coming back is a show called Twin Peaks. It was a revolutionary show in the early 1990s, and it left on such a monstrous cliffhanger, so they're finally bringing it back. I believe Kyle MacLachlan was one of the main cast members of the show, and it looks like we'll be getting a chase as well in this series. They look amazing. I have no intentions of getting this line, but I will not deny the details on these pops, especially the one that's called Laura Palmer. That is just freaky. And now we've got some more Netflix Marvel pops coming out. We've got the Jessica Jones line coming with Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, as well as the Wave 2 of Daredevil. And I love the Punisher pops, especially the chase with him holding a gun and Daredevil's helmet. But I especially love Daredevil because I love his pose, I love that the details got better on his costume, and I also love the way he is holding his weapon. It is so awesome. And here's a line that I am excited for. I love Mystery Science Theater 3000, so when I found out that they were going to be announcing them, I was so excited to see what they were going to look like. And we've got Tom Servo and Crow. These are going to be joining my collection. They'll be sitting right next to the Metaluna Space Mutant, or as Crow liked to call him, Uncle Scrotor. I sure hope that these are not going to be exclusives at a con or somewhere. I just want to make sure that I get my hands on these because these are such an important piece of my teenage years, and I would love to have these in my collection. Ghost in the Shell, the new movie coming out at the end of March, we've got some pops as well, and they look fantastic, detailed, especially the geisha. I am so excited for this movie. I saw the anime such a long time ago, and I do remember loving it, but the fact that they're making a live-action film starring Scarlett Johansson, it just looks fantastic. Okay, Quentin Tarantino fans, we've got another movie becoming pops, and it is Reservoir Dogs. It looks like Mr. White, Mr. Yellow, and Mr. Pink. I was intending to get Mr. Pink, but when I found out that Mr. Yellow, played by Michael Madsen, was going to look like this, I said, there's my Quentin Tarantino pop from Reservoir Dogs. I cannot wait to get my hands on Mr. Yellow. For a very long time, we've been wondering if this was going to happen, but it is. We've got a Lord of the Rings line coming out, and these look like they're going to be fantastic. I love the Saruman with the Palantir. I love the Ring Wraith in the ring world form. It just looks so cool, as well as the invisible Frodo, but I especially love the oversized Balrog. I don't know if I'm going to get these because I already have Sauron, but I just want to see what these look like when they officially come out because they look like they're going to be fantastic. We got a new line called Seraph of the End. I've never heard of this anime, so again, pretty much give me your thoughts on this because I've never heard of this anime, but they look fantastic, the details look great, and there's also going to be a Hot Topic and a GameStop exclusive, so if you're fans of this anime, congratulations, you are going to get pops of these guys. Funko announced some specials that are going to be found on their website. They have expanded the Flintstones line with Pebbles and Bam Bam, and a pop ride that I actually requested would hopefully come out eventually, and it is the Flintstones car with Dino. I have so much temptation to get my hands on this one, but I'm not going to because I am going to hold back for a possible George Jetson in his car. That's what I would love. Or Astro, I don't care, but I was more of a Jetsons fan than a Flintstones fan, and these are still fantastic. I will not belie the details on Pebbles and Bam Bam, but so glad to see that these are actually coming. Emerald City Comic Con hasn't happened yet, but it is coming in the middle of March, but they did announce all the pops that are going to be there. One of the groups that are coming is a Emerald City Crusader, which is glow-in-the-dark, as well as two of the characters from the Funko line, like they did in San Diego Comic Con. Now they're introducing more characters like El Diablo and T-Bone, so people who used to collect Funko products would probably be excited for these from the Spastic Plastic line. But look at all the awesome stuff that they are offering at the Comic-Con itself. We've got Star Wars exclusives, we've got Marvel exclusives, great double packs, as well as a pop ride of Hong Kong Phooey's Phooey-mobile. And speaking of cartoon characters, Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt. Love the fact that they're coming out. Love the fact that they're expanding the Peanuts line with Peppermint Patty. But Looney Tunes, guys, is in the flesh here. We've got the mascot of Looney Tunes himself, Michigan J. Frog. I know that they are planning on sharing these with some retail. I'm really hoping that Michigan J. Frog is one of them, because if I'm going to collect any character from Looney Tunes, I must have Michigan J. Frog. So I got my fingers crossed. And that was it, and then we got some other interesting things that are coming out. At GameStop, you can get the Power Rangers morphing line. Basically, they are crystallized in their respective colors. They look pretty awesome. I know that Power Rangers fans are excited for these, so they're probably going to want to get their hands on all of them. Not sure if they're planning on making a green or a white Ranger, but the original 5 is pretty awesome too. And we also got the Wave 2 of Rick and Morty, another show that I'm not interested in, but I know so many people love them, and there's also going to be chases and exclusives from various locations, so if you've already started collecting Rick and Morty, you're probably excited for this expansion. And of course we had a brand new box from the Marvel Collector Corps. I don't know when the Star Wars one is coming, and I know that the DC Legion of Collectors is coming next month, but we did get one in February from Marvel, and it is a Rivals double pack of Daredevil and Bullseye. And Bullseye has never become a Funko Pop before, so this is his first, and Daredevil has the black costume, which was something that was big in the 1990s, and he's also going to be in a jumping position like one of the Deadpool ones that they did and one of the Spider-Man ones that they did, so it's going to be a really cool pose when you actually get them out of the box. But we also had Toy Fair 2017, guys. So much awesome news, including a couple of prototypes of the sketches that you saw at London Toy Fair, but still so much awesome news is coming thanks to Toy Fair. Here's what we've got. We've got another expansion in the game line. We've got Borderlands Wave 2 coming. I know that that was a very popular one, especially with Claptrap, so now you've got more from that series. And of course, you can't have games without more Five Nights at Freddy's. Don't know if these are going to be exclusives anywhere, but Five Nights at Freddy's has been a very successful line, and I'm sure more people are going to be interested in all of these new characters, as well as recreations of other ones that have already come out. And now we've got some concept arts. They're not final, but the rights have been bought and they will be becoming pops. BoJack Horseman. I know a lot of people that love that show. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm interested in adult comedies that are animated. I'm wondering if this means that we'll maybe get Archer or maybe some of the Adult Swim characters like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or Harvey Birdman. I personally would love to see Drawn Together become a pop line, but BoJack Horseman is not bad at all. And South Park Wave 2 is coming. Not that many people had good things to say about the first wave, but we are getting some more fan-favorite characters like Professor Chaos and Terrence and Phillip. I love the way Terrence and Phillip look, and of course you're also going to get Stan and Kyle as well. So if you already have a Cartman and a Kenny, that is fantastic. You have your whole collection of all 4 of the main characters. And here's a line that I am excited for. I love Troll Hunters. This is a fantastic show if you haven't seen it yet on Netflix. It was created by Guillermo del Toro, and it stars the voices of the late Anton Yelchin, Ron Perlman, and Kelsey Grammer. I love this show, and these pops look fantastic. Love Blinky. He is my favorite character, and I may want to get him in my collection just because he is my favorite character on the show, and I love how they got all 6 eyes. So if you haven't started watching Troll Hunters, forget the pop line. Just go to Netflix and watch Troll Hunters. You will not regret it. Gravity Falls fans, there's going to be a pop line as well, so I'm sure everybody is excited about that. Don't know much about the show, but feel free to put it in the box below if you want to talk about Gravity Falls with me. But Darkwing Duck, the Disney afternoon is a reality. I am so excited that Darkwing Duck is becoming a pop, and I may seriously consider getting Darkwing Duck, although maybe just the launch pad, just in case he is not included in the DuckTales line, because I know that is coming as well. A little upset that Darkwing Duck was the only one of the Disney afternoon shows that they featured at Toy Fair, because I know that they also announced other Disney afternoon cartoons, but oh man, Darkwing Duck looks fantastic. I hope the paint jobs on all 3 of these characters are great, and if they're successful, maybe we'll actually get some of Darkwing Duck's Rogues Gallery. Like Batman, that is just as much fun. And Despicable Me 3 is coming out with a line, and there's nothing else I need to say except for the fact that one of them is going to be Fluffy the Unicorn. I think everybody and their mother is hoping that there is going to be an exclusive flocked Fluffy. So that's pretty much it for the Despicable Me 3 line, guys. And this is an interesting thing, the new film The Mummy, which is coming out this summer, which stars Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is officially a pop, everybody. It took him long enough, but yes, you can finally get yourself a little Tom Cruise if you are interested in seeing this movie, and more importantly, if you're just a Tom Cruise fan as well. But the details look pretty good on these. And here's a line that I'm very excited for. Much like Stranger Things, we have Westworld coming out, the HBO phenomenon. I love the details on all of these pops. I am so excited to get the Man in Black. He is the one that I really want the most, but I know for a solid fact that there's going to be so many people that are interested in all of these characters, like Dolores, or Maeve, or Teddy. They're all fantastic, detailed pops, and I'm so excited that they're actually making this a pop line. And speaking of westerns, we've also got Stephen King's The Dark Tower finally becoming a motion picture, and you can get your hands on one or both of the 2 characters that are featured in this Gunslinger Dark Tower series line. We've also got Spider-Man Homecoming. We've got 4 pops so far, including a very interesting homemade suit Spider-Man. The details look pretty good on all 4 of them, by the way, especially the Vulture. I'm just more excited to see the movie than actually get these pops. They're not going to be a part of my collection, but I know a lot of people that are very interested in some more Spider-Man pops. And here's a line that I'm excited for. Of course, we've got Wonder Woman in the DCEU. Not really upset over the fact that I already got the BVS Wonder Woman, but this one is pretty good looking, but I am actually very satisfied with the one that I already have because I don't like the way her hair looks in this one. Not at all. Love the shield, love the costume, but not the way the hair looks. I'm debating on whether I want to get the Steve Trevor, but I don't see myself really getting any of these pops in the Wonder Woman line. But I'm sure a lot of people will want him anyway. And of course, we are going to get Justice League. I love the Superman. I love the position that they got him in. I'm really excited to see what the glam shot is going to look like. Once again, not too thrilled with the way the Wonder Woman looks or the Aquaman. I prefer the BVS ones that I already have. But I'm not going to lie, the Flash and Cyborg will be a part of my pop collection. Hoping to see the glam shots soon because these look like very detailed pops. But, I waited 3 long years for this. I am so happy to know that the 1966 Batman series will be continuing in the pop world. I am going to finally get my Burgess Meredith Penguin. I am finally going to get my Frank Gorshin Riddler. But look who else we've got. We've got Batgirl, Mr. Freeze, and King Tut. Little upset that one of them was not Egghead because I would love a little Vincent Price to call my very own, but maybe there will be a specialty series, maybe it'll be an exclusive somewhere. I mean, I would just love to get an Egghead, and maybe we'll actually get some more Rogues Gallery villains from this show, because there are so many fan favorites out there, but all I know is that they're coming, I want them so badly, I cannot wait to have these in my collection. And now for a couple of things that Funko did in fact have in their catalog that they didn't announce a day before Toy Fair began. There is going to be a new wave of Game of Thrones characters, and I know that a lot of people are always excited for Game of Thrones, although when I take a look at the characters that they are releasing this year, I'm not too thrilled. I mean, how many Jon Snows and Tyrion Lannisters can we have? I know that we have seen them in various forms, as well as a Cersei with extremely short hair, but on the brighter side, we do have Bronn finally becoming a pop, as well as Tormund becoming a pop, and an oversized pop of the other giant, 1/1, that was going to officially complement the other giant that was released in San Diego Comic-Con last year. And also, I can't deny the fact that there is a really cool double pack coming out, which is a Jon Snow versus Ramsay Bolton, but I still feel that there are so many characters that Game of Thrones should be turning into pops that we haven't seen yet. But you know something? This is one of the more popular lines, so I pretty much believe that this is going to last. No glam shots provided, but there were some that were announced at Toy Fair as well. It looks like there's going to be Metallica pops, and there is also going to be Justin Bieber. So a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. And we've also got some other lines that are going to be announced later on this year. We've got Thor Ragnarok, we've got Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, we've got the Alien Covenant line, and we've also got Valerian, the City of 1,000 Planets. And the final announcement that Funko made at Toy Fair was the brand new subscription box. In the vein of Collector Core for Marvel, Legion of Collectors for DC, as well as the Smuggler's Bounty for Star Wars, Disney is going to be having its treasure box, which of course will include a pop as well, and I don't know exactly when the release date is going to be for it, but they officially announced it, and the first pop that you are going to be receiving with your Disney treasure box is Smee. So if you were a very early Funko collector and you got your hands on Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and Captain Hook, I'm pretty certain that you are going to be very excited for this new addition to your Peter Pan pops in your Disney collection. So much awesome stuff coming, and this just shows you from these toy fairs and Comic Cons alone that Funko is just going to keep on expanding. I personally thought that they weren't going to last as long as they did, but we are going on 5 years strong now in the world of Funko Pops, and I'm not going to be surprised if we do in fact see another strong year this year, and hopefully in 2018 to follow. Guys, I hope you are as excited as I am right now, because I cannot get over all of this new and awesome Funko news. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next months. Hopefully it won't be such a lengthy one, but you know, something they seem to be adding new stuff every single week. It is just crazy with how big and expansive this collection of Funko Pops is getting right now. I'm just blown away by how there's always something new every single week. So please put your comments in the box below. Let's talk about anything Funko Pop. Let me know how your collections have been going. Let me know what lines you are the most excited for based on all of this news, and I will see you in the next update. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.